Now, how voting district maps are drawn can help determine which political party controls power. The U.S. Supreme Court narrowly ruled in 2 cases this term, keeping in place current boundaries in Maryland and Wisconsin. A fight is still raging in one Utah county over current district lines and their effect on the voice of Native Americans. From the University of Southern California's Annenberg Rural Reporting Initiative, Tommy Brooksbank has the story.
San Juan County is the largest county in Utah, about the size of New Jersey. It stretches from the predominantly white Mormon towns of Monticello and Blanding in the north to the vast Navajo Reservation in the south. It's also the poorest county in the state.
The Navajo Reservation, the unemployment rate is around 72%.
Rebecca Benally's county district includes the Navajo Reservation. She is currently the only Native American serving as one of 3 county commissioners, even though the Navajo are a majority of the total population. But that could change when residents go to the polls for a special election in November. Late last year, a federal judge ruled that the county voting districts had been gerrymandered, in violation of the Constitution, by lumping the Navajo into a single voting district. The ruling was a huge victory for the Navajo Nation and for Wilfred Jones, a plaintiff in the lawsuit.
There was some tears that was shed at that moment for my family on my side.
Jones decided to sue because he argued Navajo residing within the county district that includes the reservation had been denied critical services. His own sister died because there was no ambulance available, like this one in the north, to take her to a county hospital.
And she had a heart attack, and they couldn't get here until about an hour later, which was too late.
The old county commission map placed most of the Navajo population in the 3rd district, which guaranteed that the other 2 districts would have the final say on county issues. The new map, drawn up by a court-appointed expert and put into effect in December, spreads that population around. Reaction to the court's decision in the northern part of the county was swift and angry. Kelly Laws is the Republican candidate for county commissioner in District 2. That's the district that could potentially swing the 3-member council majority to the Navajo. He's furious the new district lines trisect the town of Blanding.
This is a perfect case of gerrymandering at its very best. And the part that's interesting is how many other counties in the nation has had this done to them?
But the argument that gerrymandering has been replaced with more gerrymandering has been rejected by the 10th Circuit Court of Appeals, which denied the county's most recent appeal. The court says the new district boundaries fairly reflect the overall population. New voting lines aside, the 2 parts of the county are still worlds apart. On the Navajo Reservation, some people live without electricity or running water, and school buses must travel over miles and miles of dirt roads. In the northern part of the county, there are 2 big libraries, a community center on a golf course, and 2 hospitals. Navajo residents are hopeful that the redistricting, which affects both the county commission and the school board, might bring more resources their way. Curtis Yanido is a candidate for the school board. He lives on the south side of the San Juan River, which he sees as just one more barrier to connecting with the northern part of the county. He hopes the new district lines will mean more resources for reservation children.
I know that there's funds out there, and it just stops right there where the border's at. It doesn't come this way. And all these funds that I've seen that happened in the past, it just been out on that side.
The debate over redistricting is playing out against a long history of anger by white conservatives here over what they see as federal overreach. In 2014, it was a face-off with the Bureau of Land Management over ATV use in Recapture Canyon. And more than a decade ago, federal agents swarmed into Blanding and arrested a number of citizens for illegal trade in Native American artifacts. One of those arrested was a local physician who later committed suicide. Librarian Nicole Perkins still gets emotional about it.
The raids, when they came and raided Dr. Ed and his family and the other people here, you saw all the local people. I mean, a lot of people said, well, I mean, they came in with guns and vehicles and just like we were ISIS or something.
Today, that anger over federal intrusion continues, with county leaders planning to appeal to the federal court yet again over the new district boundaries. If they lose that appeal,
the battle for political control of the county comes down to the race for commissioner in District 2. Wilfred Jones is optimistic that a Navajo candidate will qualify for the ballot and win that seat.
We're in 21st century here. We should be able to vote as we please and voice our opinion.
If the Navajo win 2 of the 3 seats on the county commission, it would overturn more than a century of political domination by white residents. For Jones, who was born before Native Americans had the right to vote in Utah, it would be a personal as well as historic victory. For the PBS NewsHour, I'm Tommy Brooksbank in San Juan County, Utah.